It's a way to pass the time, basically. You know, when you're 16, there's not that much to do, you know, when you think about it. So you go out at night, you hang around. So it said, let's walk around. So while we're walking, we said, let's write our names. It's one more thing to do. I always used markers, basically. I didn't do too much with spray paint.
Wrapped up in a motherfucking riddle, sitting middle while I play for you, the world's smallest fiddle. Your chivalry is dead. I resurrect her for some pussy, then I murder her and shoot her in the head. Wrap her up in
we were doing it in the subway a lot because we used to go to the beach Sunday mornings by subway. It was very far away, it's like 2 hours by train. And Sunday morning, nobody was on the train. So you had the whole city to yourself. That line used to go through the whole city, and a lot of people used to see it. And it was kind of fun. You'd be standing and a train would come in and your name would be on it. It's something for the ego, you know. I mean, this was kind of a stupid thing to do because it didn't accomplish anything. It wasn't artistic.
Come here. Your eyes can't detect what your heart don't respect. Like a gun to your neck, secreting beads of sweat. Legs tied to a tree, arms tied to a jet. Using your last breath to repay your debt.
Walking in the rain without an umbrella and you get soaked and you go home, you know. It's like, is that being rebellious, you know, like telling the rain, screw you, or it's something you do, you know.
Waves of rage and executions today. Use days to pray, nights as hard as May. Used to shoot like good sun, but perfected my aim. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head knock shit that make you break your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque.
You are first well known for what you call your public art.
Yeah.
You know, and this is this murder series, a mass murder. And if you
I was experimenting with them, trying to get blood paint look like blood.
To give you what you need, one blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede.
The interaction, maybe there's somebody standing there.
So it was meant to almost make somebody feel like when they were turning a corner, there was someone there.
Yeah, that happened.
Right.
It actually happened to me too. Once I was looking for a place I was going to paint this shadow, and I was looking around to see if anyone was watching, and I saw this guy over there, about a block away, and I kept waiting for this guy to leave, and I realized, oh, that's one of my shadows. Yeah, but it's the yellow that takes a long time.
Is this spiritually, intellectually, morally forceful stuff? Does it have imaginative depth? Is it in some way significant grappling with important issues? And I think you have to say that Keith Haring's work, while fun, no.
White figures chalked on the black backgrounds of covered-up advertisements. Figures executed with sizzling speed and remarkable clarity.
That kind of irony of being, you know, at the same time having drawings in a gallery that are a few $1,000s and almost the exact same drawing in the subway, which theoretically has no value.
What do you know about Mr. Brainwash?
Not much, actually.
I don't really know a lot about it.
Have you all heard of Mr. Brainwash?
Nope.
I think I've seen his stuff in some art books.
I have seen his artwork all over the city of Los Angeles.
Seeing his work on the street?
I watched the video.
We saw the movie.
No, there was that thing with something through the gift shop, but I never saw that.
What was it called?
Exit through the gift shop.
Exit to the gift shop.
Terry's huge success and arrival in the art world. I mean, maybe Terry was a genius all along. Maybe he got a bit lucky. Maybe it means art is a bit of a joke.
I love the guy, I just don't love his art. Yeah, you know, he's, I never thought of pop art as a bad word until Terry started doing his thing.
Now I need 2,500. 25 I have, 2,750, now 30,000. I have 27,500 in the gallery. 30,000 I have, now 32,500. I have 32,500 right there. Now I need 35. 35 I have, now 37,500. 37,500. 40,000. 40,000 I have.
Now, is he a genuine artist or is it all a bit of a hoax? Mr. Brainwash, the protagonist of Banksy's hit documentary Exit Through the Gift Shop, is opening his first European show in London. The artistic merit of his work is still hotly debated, but others say the point of Mr. Brainwash is to ridicule hype in the art world. Perhaps his name should have been a clue.
We never stop creating, never stop doing things. I never stop. I mean, I stop only when I sleep, and even in my dream, I work. I make it happen.
I don't think Terry played by the rules in some ways, but then there aren't supposed to be any rules. So I don't really know what the moral is. I mean, I always used to encourage everyone I met to make art. I used to think everyone should do it. I don't really do that so much anymore.
We're Wooster Collective, and what we're really passionate about is public art. We're out in the city streets walking around, and the proliferation of advertising is taking over our public space. And we want to be advocates and fight for more public art on our city streets.
There's an authenticity that comes when people make their mark on the streets where they live. There's a history of writing on walls, and while many look at it as vandalism or look at it through the eyes of crime, actually the need to be able to write on the walls of your city becomes an essential part of the human condition. It's what makes living in the city livable. It adds an energy to the streets that doesn't exist without it. It makes an authenticity, a layer of authenticity there, and it makes living in the city fun and enjoyable.
So for people who don't know, who is Banksy?
An artist who has put a lot of great work up in public and prefers to stay anonymous. I think both to give him the freedom to do what he wants to do and the freedom not to have to do things like this.
Like what?
Like this, be on the radio, do press. He controls the way his message is put out very carefully. I think that's also having to do with his idea that the young kid aspiring to change the world is a lot more inclined to do so if they can project their fantasy of who Banksy is and emulate his model rather than have to deal with the disappointment of him just being a regular mortal.